Hey, what's up all you beautiful people? Happy Friday. My name is Ivan Temokov, Chief Human Marketer of RazorSharpDigital.com, a human marketing agency that helps brands forge their digital governance through human-to-human convergence. You're watching episode 17 of The Biz Grind. This is a show that talks about business, entrepreneurship, startups, digital marketing, social media, and basically listening to me ramble about all those things and my experiences over the last decade. In this episode, I want to talk about three things. The first thing I want to talk about is personal investment. The second thing I want to talk about is the fluff. And number three, I want to talk about your competition. So for those of you that may have been watching the show thus far, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my ramblings. Hopefully, the information that I'm sharing with you is of some value and application to your business, to your endeavors, to your startup, hopefully. With that being said, I want to make sure that you guys have subscribed to my channel, that we can get notified with all the newest episodes that come out literally immediately. As soon as they become available, you'll be notified via YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and talk about the first thing, personal investment. One of the key ingredients, one of the most important factors of my business, what has attributed to starting Razor Sharp Digital, which is technically still considered a startup company, is the fact that I've acquired a vast amount of knowledge and experience over the last 10 plus years and working with corporations, boutique agencies, different companies, different industries, and basically a lot of trial and error, really, is going through a lot of different experiences and learning what works and what doesn't. Although along the way, I've spent a valiant amount of time self-educating also. So one of the things that I do on a daily basis, I spend about an hour, sometimes 2 hours a day where I'm perusing the latest articles on the web. I'm very selective about my content sources as well, so that's extremely important in terms of where you acquire your information. Making sure that it's a credible source, because there's a lot of junk out there on the internet, and that's the reality. There's a lot of fluff, which is the second thing I'm going to talk about. So I believe that personal investment is a huge component of business. Spend time self-educating yourself. Take an online course. If you have to, watch some videos on YouTube, hopefully watch my videos, to help you personally gain and understand and adapt yourself, and always be abreast with the cutting edge technology and resources out there that are available to make you more successful, more knowledgeable in your business endeavors. That was the first thing I talked about, personal investment. The second thing I want to talk about is fluff. Do not put any fluff in your endeavors. You have to understand that it might help you make a sale if you put fluff in your approach, but truth of the matter is, in the long term, it might be deteriorating to your business. Here's why. Most clients nowadays, and I'm calling them clients, people that you do business with, ultimately, they're smart enough. There's this thing called the internet. If you haven't realized by now, they can do their own research. They ask questions. They turn to their community also. So if you fluff up an agreement or fluff up your approach, it's only hurting you in the long run. I'm not a fan of the fluff. I hate fluff. I love having a direct approach, being very upfront, and having clarity. And that's something I would strongly suggest for you guys, is avoid the fluff. It's going to hurt you in the long term, and then you're opening up a bigger can of problems for yourself, which is absolutely unnecessary. And the third thing I want to talk about is competition. Now, this is a hot topic of discussion with any business. I don't care if you're in the marketing industry, retail industry, technology, so on and so forth. Regardless of what industry you're in, you have competition, whether it's direct competition or indirect competition. And my advice to you would be is check out your competition. See what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, and what's making them successful. Are they generating more revenue because their approach? Are they more knowledgeable? Are they more proactive, more consistent? Is their content of stronger value? Assessing your competition can actually help you polish up your business approach. Whether you're in a service-based or product-based in industry, either or, it can help you better understand what your competition is doing, how they're doing it, and why they might be penetrating you in the business marketplace, you can take that insight and utilize it to your advantage. I think a lot of what's happening with a lot of companies nowadays is that it's an egocentric approach, and people forget about their competition and spending time evaluating their competitors. This is something that you could do on a monthly basis, is just have a peek at your competition, whoever you know, maybe that's in your local, regional, or national competitor, and seeing what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it. Look at their social media presence. Look at their website. Look at their LinkedIn activity. Look at their content. Also, utilize tools like Spiteful or Moz, for example, or Compete.com is another great tool that you can use also to help you gain insight about your competition. It's extremely valuable, and it can help make your brand a lot more strategic and a lot more aggressive in terms of competition. All right, guys, those were the 3 things I talked about. One was personal investment. Continuously educate yourself to become more knowledgeable and successful. Invest in yourself, in your personal development from a business standpoint specifically. The second thing is fluff. Ditch the fluff. Customers, clients are intelligent enough to pinpoint that. It's actually going to hurt you in the long term. So be more direct, have clarity, be authentic also if you can, and that'll help you go a long way. And the third thing that I talked about is your competition. Spend some time on a monthly basis evaluating those competitors and seeing what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, and perhaps identifying what makes them successful and how you can utilize this information to your advantage. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was episode 17 of The Biz Grind. As always, I truly appreciate your attention and taking the time to listen to my ramblings. Hopefully, as I said, this information is of some value to you and your company. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you don't mind, share them below. And if you enjoyed this video, also feel free to share it on your social networks. I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. Have a phenomenal weekend. I'll see you next week. Take care.